Hello everybody, welcome to OR Train Spotters. Today I am at Helensvale station and I'm going to be filming some light rail and trains for you guys. So all I can say is just sit back and watch and enjoy. Thank you. So to start off this video we have Gold Coast Light Rail G-Link Unit 8 departing for a service to Broadbeach South. So now on platform 1 we have a train service to Varsity Lakes. Now pulling into platform 1. It's right there. It is an NGR train. So after this train departs, I'll take you through the history of this line and its rolling stock. Now the Varsity Lakes train is departing. First stop will be Nerang, followed by Robina and Varsity Lakes. You can see that they've got these nice information screens saying what services are due to depart from the platform and how long they are and what time. So we've now got a light rail pulling into Helensvale light rail station. So while this light rail pulls in, I'm going to give you some information about Helensvale station. So Helensvale station first opened with this line in, I think, the 1990s, maybe 1996 or so. And Helensvale exists in an island platform arrangement, and the light rail stop also exists in an island platform. But surprisingly, while the train platforms are numbered 1 and 2, the light rail platforms are numbered 4 and 5, so Helensvale is missing platform 3. So Helensvale is part of the Gold Coast line linking Varsity Lakes on its south end and Brisbane's domestic airport on its northern end. And all the services on this line are serviced by NGRs, that stands for New Generation Rolling Stocks, which first entered service between December 2017 and December 2019. And just behind we've got another light rail departing for Broadbeach South. Still got one more light rail sitting here. Now we have a Brisbane City and Brisbane Airport service, and it looks like it's pulling into platform 2. It is another New Generation Rolling Stock train. It is number 737. So this train is now due to depart. This train's next stop will be Kumera, I think followed by Ormo. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Just waiting for the, okay, so next stop will be Kumera followed by Ormo, then Binley, Loganley, Altani, Bulgo Road / Park Road, South Bank, South Brisbane, Roma Street, Central, Fortitude Valley, Bowen Hills, Albion, Eagle Junction, I think. Just wait for that screen to pop up again. then Wooloowin, Eagle Junction, the international airport, and the domestic airport. Now the Brisbane Airport train NGR number 737 is departing platform 1 for service to, of course, Brisbane City and the Brisbane Airport. Looks like they're just holding the train so a couple more passengers can board. The train's now departing. Next stop will be Kumera. And over on the light rails, we got another light rail tram sitting on platform 5 after the last one just departed. So while we're waiting here for the next train, I'll just run you through how frequently trains run through Helensvale. So trains at Helensvale run at a 30-minute frequency in both directions. So it's one train every 30 minutes down to Varsity Lakes and one train every 30 minutes to Brisbane City and Brisbane Airport. Thankfully the light rail is much better frequencies with 2 trams every 15 minutes in both directions from Broadbeach South and Helensvale. And I definitely will say this very much pales in comparison to Sydney's frequencies with 15-minute frequencies off-peak, because you can say these are off-peak services. 30 minutes frequencies off-peak is only at some stations in Sydney. So apparently due to a truck fault further up the line, lots of the trains in both directions are running a bit late, especially southbound trains. So I'm just gonna give you a little walk down the platform and what Helensvale station looks like. Of course you can see that they don't have any signs saying Helensvale, which is very much different to Sydney, but of course Helensvale is in Queensland and Sydney's New South Wales. So yeah, so of course the different states would be different. Different states in New South Wales would be different in terms of how they build their train stations. So this is what the northern end of Helensvale station looks like. So you've got this nice cover. I don't know what the actual scientific word for it is. Like just a shelter, I guess. And then up there, that's towards the city and Brisbane. And then down this way, that's towards Varsity Lakes. So here we've got a little sign. Pause the video if you want to read it. And then this is a lift going up to the main concourse area up there. And here's the light rail stop. I'm going to walk down to the southern end of Helensvale station. And also something I've noticed with Brisbane's trains, something that's not that common in Sydney, is that many of their rail services seem to have very frequently switched platform changes. Like usually with Sydney, that's only at major stations, or if something happens that throws the network off their feet. Well, you get what I mean. So here's a Helensvale sign, and this is what the southern end of Helensvale station looks like, looking towards Nerang and Varsity Lakes. So there's another light rail entering Helensvale light rail stop, but I just found out that there are actually only the 15-minute frequency peak hour services on non-public holidays are actually only for services towards the city. So services towards Varsity Lakes still operate at their 13-minute frequency in peak hour on non-public holidays. And I think that is very weird indeed, considering that they have more frequent services in one direction but not the other direction. So while we're waiting for the train, I will say one thing I've noticed is that the NGR trains, they have a very high speed, and that means that they accelerate really quickly into platforms. So that's why, like, if like Sydney has the yellow line, as you can see right there, and Brisbane does have it too, but it looks like they have it further back on the platform, just so no one gets, you know, thrown off by the train's entrance to the station. And meanwhile, we have another light rail tram departing for a service to Broadbeach South. So guys, I've just been looking at the frequencies of Helensvale Station, and since today is a public holiday, I would just like to point out that throughout this entire day, the Brisbane network is running their transport at different frequencies. But when it's not public transport, in the morning peak, they have trains running at a frequency of 15 minutes instead of 30, but this usually drops to 30 after 9 a.m, which definitely pales in comparison to Sydney. They have much better frequencies than that. But on public holidays, trains usually only run at a frequency of every 13 minutes all day, which I think is pretty weird. So there's another light rail entering Helensvale light rail stop, but I just found out that there are actually only the 15-minute frequency peak hour services on non-public holidays are actually only for services towards the city. So services towards Varsity Lakes still operate at their 13-minute frequency in peak hour on non-public holidays. And I think that is very weird indeed, considering that they have more frequent services in one direction, but not the other direction. So then, as it turns out, I've just found out now that they have the 15-minute frequency in peak hour in the morning running towards the city, and then 15-minute frequencies in peak hour running away from the city. So services towards Varsity Lakes get a better frequency in the afternoon, presumably around maybe 4 to 6 o'clock, and then the trains towards the city get better frequencies in the morning peak, presumably about 6 to 9 o'clock. So we've got about 3 minutes until the next train is due to arrive on this station. Okay guys, so unfortunately my phone ran out of storage and I was not able to catch that Varsity Lakes train, either coming into the station or departing. So I think the next train up will be a service to the city, and it will be in about maybe 10 minutes or so. So as you can see, this light rail departing. The next city-bound service will be arriving onto platform 1, and unfortunately that won't mean that we won't get any trains. We won't have any trains departing from platform 2. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to film this train leaving and departing, and then I'm going to wrap up this video. So in the distance you can see the Brisbane City, Brisbane Airport train approaching. This train will arrive onto platform 1. It is a new generation rolling stock train. It is a 6-car set, and it is number 742.
Train on platform 1 is your northbound BB Brisbane City Airport service. You can stay well behind the yellow safety line until the train comes to a complete stop. Thanks, mate.
So now NGR 742 is now departing for a service to Brisbane City and Brisbane Airport. Next stop will be Kumara, followed by Ormo and Beenleigh. Okay guys, so on that note, I'm going to wrap this video up. So thank you for watching this video. Please give this video a like, subscribe to OR Train Spotters, and please request where you would like us to film next. Thank you.